Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well. First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Standing in now, Jason Kipnis. And here's a ball hit in the air. Voit is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
Pretty nice way to start your evening. 2 pitches, 2 outs. You can bet pitch count will not be a factor if he can keep that pace up.
Into the windup and the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy up.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner.
Bradley Zimmer is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Number 78.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Leading off for the Yankees, number 11, left fielder Brett Gardner.
Grounded to the right. Ramirez scoops it up. A quick out number 1.
Yeah, probably not an ideal at-bat from your leadoff hitter here in the first. I'd like him to stretch that count a little, try and work his way on base. Instead, he rolls over on the first pitch, and he's gone before you know it.
Aaron Judd stands in as he looks at a called strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Didi Gregorius gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Heading out towards shallow right. In there, a base hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider. No ball.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Down 0-2 after two great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Kluber pauses, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. One left for the Yankees. After one, no score. Michael Brantley makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Sliding into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on it.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Judd on the move. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting sixth.
And this is when you know the stars are lined up in your favor as a hitter. I mean, look how bunched up he was on that swing, yet he still finds a way to muscle that to right for a double.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Donaldson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, not very decisive there. And hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Yonder Alonso, the hitter now with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. Gardner going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Here's Melky Cabrera as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Straight smoke right there. Both pitches in the upper 90s.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Indians. Number 41 will get his first cuts here.
Third baseman, number 41.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Lindor. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time you realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Kluber steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 7.
Gary Sanchez gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away, so as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
2 out, nobody on. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And gone. Umpires are signaling for a home run, but boy, that was very close. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the video review seems over, and the home run is indeed going to stand. So the replay will uphold the original call, and that was a case of better safe than sorry. Into the box now, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Hard liner toward short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. I have to. Roberto Perez steps in here to start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Judd giving chase, and that's the second out of the inning.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here, but the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle-of-the-order guys get a rally going.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1-2, here it comes. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and it gives the Indians a 3-1 lead.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks over to his left, and the inning is over. Indians strike for one on this solo homer. We played 2.5. It's now 3-1 Indians. Leading off the inning, Torres, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Baseman, number 25.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Kluber sets his sights, 0-2 pitch on its way. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And one gone now in the New York third.
The left fielder, number 11,
Brett Gardner will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Hot shot on the ground is short. To his left, Lindor. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judd.
Aaron Judd stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
1-0. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You almost get the sense here that he wants to stay away from throwing the fastball. Almost like he doesn't want to get burned.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit.
Now batting,
Didi Gregorius
shortstop
is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Hit hard to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Michael Brantley is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Edwin Encarnacion strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And he missed with it. It's 1 and 2.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. He started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
Here's the first pitch to him. Josh Donaldson at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Number 41 is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Yonder Alonso will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Tribe, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Giancarlo Stanton. They'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
First pitch on its way. Number 41 is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Hit high and deep to right center. Zimmer looking up. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And with it, the Yankees have tied this one at 3.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Into the box, Luke Voigt.
First baseman, Luke.
It's swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Waiting on it is Cabrera, and he puts it away for out number 1.
But these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody in that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
Gary Sanchez stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
And it was a breaking ball that he hit out, and he just sat on it.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Not too happy about that decision down there first base. We're going to check it out again here on slow motion.
Aaron Hicks.
Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Hard hit ball to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We played 4 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Melky Cabrera heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Roberto Perez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Back in standing.
Just checking.
He's set. Here it comes. Grounded, foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Torres is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting,
Francisco Lindor will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
Just keeping him close.
Simple throw over there.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1 now. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. There goes Cabrera. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitcher just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there, as this is in there at the letters.
In now, Bradley Zimmer. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
And after giving up the home run last time, he's just making sure that guy doesn't get too comfortable up there. I can't say I blame him.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Pitch to the plate is his slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily.
Keeping him close.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Ball 3. 3-2 now. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Set. Here's the 3-2. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. Halfway home, tied at 3. Torres comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Leading up for the Yankees,
Didi Gregorius steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so
the
far.
shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
First delivery to him on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Drives it to deep right field. Cabrera going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Boy, down 0-2 in the count, and that's not one of those, I think they'll shorten up and just put this ball in play type of swing. This is full extension right here, and boy, does he put a charge into it. That's the drawback to pitchers that just go right after hitters. This is much too good a pitch on 2 strikes to give a hitter of his caliber. Man, he almost went bridge on it.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Giancarlo Stanton now. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now 6-3.
Well, remember now, with 2 outs, he had a base open here. So he didn't have to challenge him if he didn't want to, but he decides that this is the guy he wants right here. That's a decision that's going to wind up costing him 3 runs.
Now batting.
Into the box number 41. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Well, the Yankees, with their 3 home runs now, still have a ways to go to match their record for a single game. Twice in their history, they've hit 8 of them, most recently in 2007. Cabrera is in his tracks now, and that will retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors. Jose Ramirez will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Yonder Alonso will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Chad Green is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Chad Green.
We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Number 41 stands in. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we got a fastball count, and we got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Brantley going back, still going back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next,
yeah, and he'll be disappointed with that at-bat. This is a 3-0 pitch, and it's pretty much on the corner. There's no reason to swing at that unless it's in your happy zone, and he winds up lofting an easy routine fly ball. That's a giveaway at-bat.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Zimmer shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one. It's pretty much a can of corn.
Gary Sanchez steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. This one's down to third. Donaldson's up with it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Yanks leave 1. They still lead it 6-3. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to baseball on the show from right here in the Big Apple.
Leading off for Cleveland.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Michael Brantley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion. He singled his last time up.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Chapman's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Josh Donaldson will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
He's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Now the Yankee Stadium crowd, 52,000 plus on their feet. Struck him out. Cleveland, good night.
Oh, that's just flat out nasty. Chapman's got to be the guy you least want to see out there in the 9th inning. He gets the final 3 outs here, and he picks up a save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the show.